Yes, we are following breaking news on the investigations into the Boeing 737 MAX jet crashes. Indonesian investigators this morning confirmed that an off-duty pilot was in the cockpit of the same Lion Air plane that experienced trouble one day before a deadly crash. They did not say whether he helped stabilize that plane. The lead investigator says the off-duty pilot was not in their initial report on the October crash because investigators had not spoken to him yet.
Boeing 737 MAX jets are grounded in the U.S. and around the world following the Indonesia crash and another about 5 months later in Ethiopia. 346 people were killed in the two disasters. Kris Van Cleave is at Reagan National Airport outside Washington with the latest. Kris, good morning.
Well, good morning. The FBI is joining a growing list of agencies demanding answers to include the Department of Transportation Inspector General, members of Congress, and the Defense Department. After last week's crash of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, a Boeing employee received a subpoena to retain records relating to the approval of the 737 MAX. Department of Transportation Inspector General agents told employees at the FAA's Seattle office to do the same. David Gomez is a retired FBI executive with experience in crash investigations.
What did the FAA and Boeing know? When did they know it? And did they tell anybody about it, or did they hide that?
The probe is focused on the process to approve the 737 MAX as safe and airworthy, a process that by design allows the manufacturer to certify much of the plane itself.
If there is any kind of documentation that indicates that they knew there was a problem and either didn't resolve it to the satisfaction of the FAA or didn't reveal that, that could put them in jeopardy in terms of a possible criminal violation.
Boeing is the nation's largest exporter and one of the world's biggest defense contractors. The Defense Department's Inspector General has launched an ethics investigation into Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan, a former Boeing executive, to see if he inappropriately pushed for Boeing products. Senator Richard Blumenthal asked Shanahan about the inquiry last week.
Do you support such an investigation?
Yes, I do.
Shanahan, in a statement, said he is committed to upholding his ethics agreement with the Department of Defense. Boeing executives are expected to testify in front of a Senate committee next week about the 737 MAX. Anthony?
So many questions still there about that plane. Kris, thank you very much.